when that whole social media wave just came and hit you? Like, how did you embrace it?
I cherished it. You know what I'm saying? I cherished it, and I really just like understand what's going on.
That's real. So, what are some of the things you would tell people? You know what I mean? Something inspiring that you could tell the youth nowadays.
Don't go looking for things. Everything. Everybody don't owe you nothing. You have to really work for it. If some people willing to help you out, that's fine. But don't go expecting people looking for a handout. Do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not easy.
That's real. So, hey, Ty, I want to ask you, man. Like going forward, like, what do you want to do with your music? Like, what direction do you want to take your music in?
Music is good, but you're not really making money off of music.
Okay, okay. So where would you say your focus is going to be more so than if it's not going to be solely on music?
It's gonna be on music, but it's gonna be on other things too. Like you have more than one option in your life that you could do other just than music. You don't want
That's
to just
for.
live like you just don't want to live yourself as a rapper.
Have you been in any movies?
Yes, I have.
Okay, okay. Tell me about that.
It was fun. You know what I'm saying? It's on Tubi. It's called The Bid,
The bed.
and you
Okay.
know what I'm
I'm make
saying?
I'm make sure I check that out. What's some
hmm
of the other actors that was in the movie with you?
It was just a Philly. It's a Philly thing.
Oh, it was a Philly thing. Okay,
hmm
okay. What's some of the people you grew up listening to in Philly?
I listen to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, now as you get older, you like okay, you listen to who you want to listen to.
Any people would you say you was inspired by that came out of Philadelphia?
I was inspired by God. God inspired me to do things.
That's real. No false idols, huh? That's understandable, man. Any sports things out there?
Eagles.
Okay? It's the birds, man. That's all
Yeah,
right.
yeah, Eagles.
But it's all about them commanders, man. You see what we got on, man. It's all about them commanders.
Oh, you want to go there with me, huh?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just
You
saying,
want to
man.
go there with me, huh?
I'm just saying, man.
You
Oh
want to
man,
go
that's
there?
how. Oh, that's how.
You
That's
want to
how
go
it
there with me,
going.
huh?
That's how it going.
You want
That's
to go
all
there
right.
with me, huh?
Nah, that's real, man. I know you was happy last year when y'all got the job done, man.
Yeah.
How was that
hmm
feeling like in the city? Like how was the city like when that went down? How?
I was I was with my peoples, and when that went down, of course, that night everybody was outside going wild, going crazy. I stayed inside. After that, I went home. I don't want to be around that kind of environment. It's like it's basically like it's good and all, but a lot of people was acting crazy, hanging on poles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's sad. They had to grease the pole before. I was like, I was dying. They had to grease the pole, hanging up on poles and stuff, knocking signs down. You know what I'm saying? It's like they was happy and all, but people get wild and do crazy stuff. And I'm like, why is y'all doing stuff like that? Like y'all can't celebrate without breaking stuff in your own city?
I mean, I wouldn't know the joy. I mean, we haven't gotten anything done here. You know,
Exactly. You're
we
not gonna understand the joy.
I would say we had a worse run than y'all Sixers. The Wizards had a worse run than y'all Sixers. I would rather us beat
I
the
don't know. The
Sixers right
Sixers
now.
be wow. I'm not into basketball like that, but I know every time when it comes to baseball, every October we end up in the playoffs and we lose with baseball.
Now with baseball, we a little better right there. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? The Nationals is cool. We cool out here with that, but Other than that, football, we getting a little better. We getting a
No,
lot better.
yeah, I still remember that last year.
But still though, you
I
know
still
what
remember
I'm saying?
last year we beat Charlie. You try to beat us because after Jalen Hurts said he was hurt, but he wasn't hurt. They did that to be smart because they don't want him to get hurt. Now that last game that y'all had of us, we blew you out 55 to.
That was crazy. I was the same man.
That was a good thing. I'm like,
And I
oh,
had all these rules and highlights up, but us looking sweet. And then
mm-hmm.
that happened. And we ran in the yard. But I knew, I'm like, at the end of the day, I didn't feel bad as long as we lost to the guys that actually
I ain't
did
gonna lie, the best, I ain't gonna lie, that best ever y'all played was the Chicago Bears. That was the best last year what y'all had.
looking sweet.
Yeah, y'all win by that one touchdown. I was like, yo, I thought the Chicago Bears was gonna beat y'all. Y'all lucky. Y'all got lucky with that one.
Man, tell me about some of your adventures you've been on, man, since this all kicked off for you.
What kind of adventures? Like you said, we going to Disneyland?
Nah, nah, but nah, just give us one of your stories. Like,
Oh, my story is my adventures is that when I got on Wild 'N Out, and it was amazing, you know what I'm saying, being around like energy, like it's the energy in the air, you know what I'm saying? So everybody was all hyped and now get me hyped up and having fun, talking to the people. Of course, it's like, the females, everybody, but the workers, you know what I'm saying, they was lovely, just being around them was like, okay, every day y'all got to come up with content like that. And I was the like from Philly, the first one to be on Wildin' Out. You know what I'm saying? In
okay,
Philly, from Philly, like especially mostly. Matter of fact, that's just from Philly. The biggest entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Because you had DC Young Fly, then me. You know what I'm saying? Me, DC Young Fly came out the same time for real. But of course he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? And I did my thing. You know what I'm saying? But the most experience was having fun with Nick Cannon and talking to him and doing do stuff. But I know he'd be busy doing stuff, so I'd be doing my own thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people now, like Wildin' Out ain't the same anymore. It
right.
ain't. It ain't. You ever hear stuff on Wildin' Out anymore? No, because these networks is getting canceled. So it's like, it ain't how it is. But I really do love the people who are Wildin' Out. So I love me get that chance to experience the being on there because that's really we watched that as we was teenagers
Right.
with Cat Williams and all that stuff. And I was saying that now you own here. I'm like, this is amazing. You know what I'm saying? So that experience was lovely and other stuff too.
What are some of the celebrities you met as a late? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are
So
some of
many
the people
people.
you
Yeah.
can't even keep up, huh? At this
It's
point,
so many people. You's not gonna believe it.
man. Like I remember this one time. This just a story on my part, just to share a story from my part. I was coming from work. I worked over at this restaurant called the Hamilton out here in DC. It's pretty good. It's downtown around 14th. And as I was getting off work early, I was going to this brunch over here on U Street. I come to the brunch. I'm going to meet my business partner at the time, my older cousin. I get in there, my dude sitting right next to Anthony Hamilton. So that was pretty much a good experience. First coming into this as I first started promoting and stuff, and I just switched the lane up so many different times, just from interviewing musicians and then going over the actors and then ultimately, kind of settling in with boxing. I'm not sure if you're a boxing fan. I know y'all got Javon Boots Ennis out there in Philly.
No, I used to be a boxer too, but what I'm saying, they used to call me Little Rocky out here, like really
Okay.
fight. Like I really know how to box, but at the end of the day, though, like I can't really box how I want to, because when you get a new organ, you can
Right.
you know what I'm saying. How bad I really want to box so bad. You know what I'm saying. If I didn't have these conditions, I think I would have did something right. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah, I
love.
definitely I saw your working out videos in the past before.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? And I do know how to fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, like even though we play fight, people play fight, okay? But when it comes to serious fighting, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do know how to fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just could tell, like, that's a Philly thing. But I do know how to fight, you know what I'm saying? So, it just, dang, like, I miss boxing so much. It just released so much stress and anger. That's why I think boxing is sports releases stress and anger, and so you can really when you say kill your opponent, when you say kill your opponent, but people looking at me as like Mike Tyson or something. I'm like, why you say that? Because I said so. I said if I'm him, I must be biting people ear off there.
That's real, man. Look, I appreciate this interview, man. That's real talk. I just want to ask you though, before we get up out of here, man. Like, how is it now that you conducting all your own business compared to when you had a manager?
Now, when I had a manager, I didn't have nothing. Remember this, y'all, and this is true stuff. Get a pen and piece of paper. I said, get a pen and piece of paper. You're not listening. I said, get a pen and piece of paper. All right. If you notice somebody that got a manager and all you see is people doing parties, and not and you'll see the other stuff going on until you see that other person. Tell me till you see that person don't have a manager and doing this, doing that. That should tell you something right there. If that person don't have a manager and he's doing this X, Y, and Z, he's doing it on his own and he's doing better. Now compared to a manager supposed to help you instead of taking and doing stuff from you, which that should tell you. You know what I'm saying? Now if the person ain't doing nothing, don't have their own business and without a manager and don't have nothing and still don't have nothing, that means that you're the problem. Your son's not right. You should at least elevate from that. So that's why I said it's really awesome that I manage myself.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, even though you got your own team that helps, that's mandatory. But
Well,
but at the end of the day, if you could do it, then you could do it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's gonna get harder and harder. Which is why I say it's gonna get harder and harder. People say no, it's gonna get harder and harder because once all that stuff coming in, it's gonna be hard to focus on this, and that. That's why you got a team to help you for a little bit. It's called a team. Yes, you look out for your team, and that's it, and everything. But you still have your own company. That means that nobody can come near it. Nobody can try to take it unless you get sued by something you did something stupid. But you have your own, and there ain't nothing like having your own.
that's real.
I tell people, ain't nothing like having your own. It's like me having my own house, me having my own car. Yes, it's a price to pay for that because you still got to pay bills. So it still feel great to own it. But people said, but at the end of the day, you're not really owning it because the banks, but you really owning it because it's in your name. And when you pay stuff off, then you actually is yours. But technically, it's still yours.
That's real.
It's a note you gotta pay. That's all it is. Like you paying them, and they helping you out to get certain amount of money. You gotta pay them. That's how it works. I don't know who came up with this stuff, but this stuff is ridiculous.
I was always, and that's not to go on topic or dive too deep into it. So if you don't want to, I definitely understand. But I was always bothered by that situation of how things kind of transpired. In the media standpoint with you and the dude Snacks. You
I'm
heard me?
listening. I'm listening.
No, I'm just saying, like, what was like your breaking point? What was like your final straw where you was like, man, I gotta get away from this dude?
When I got sick, And I tell he was to take care of me. And especially like, you know, that's the personal side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't mix business with personal. Now the business side, I feel like stuff is not getting done. And I'm like, why am I on this? Why am I on that? Unless he ain't in it, it's like no deal. I'm like, what? No, it's for me.
Right. So a
And
lot
my
of lot
a
of
lot,
missed opportunities because of somebody else trying to take your shine. Yeah, that ain't cool.
yeah, trying to take it, but he didn't get far because look what now.
Yeah, making couples content. So
Well, that's just that. But
I
when you
mean, it just seems, you know, at the end of the day, he gotta tie himself to somebody else to
like that's
have
what I'm
some
saying.
type
That's
of
sad.
relevancy. Cause
That's saying
nobody,
that's sad, right? You shouldn't have to
yeah,
tie. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to tie to somebody else to blow up. You could just be yourself, like me. Be
right,
yourself, and see me still blowing up without tying to somebody else. That's
right,
like you leech. That's like a narcissist leeching on somebody, leeching on trying. Oh yeah, I can't get. Dang, I can't get him. Now I have to leech on somebody else.
right.
That's sad, and especially that if that person didn't believe that you'll get an organ, that should tell you something right there. And when you get the organ, did what they say. Some people congratulate me. He didn't. That's fine.
Now that's a blessing, man, for real.
Like, because I was fighting for my life. It's been a year since I got it now. Everything. And I'm so glad that people doubted me because I told you what my God could do. Been tell people. So a lot of people just put me down. And until I raised up, boom. Even he did it too. That's why I said I'm happy that I can do what I can do.
That's
That's
a,
why I tell people, if you could, like, if you say you could do this by yourself, then do it then. Do it then. You don't have to leech on somebody just to get a name. Or matter of fact, you say you got a name while you hopping on somebody. I'm not saying you can't get married and all that, but hounding somebody because your stuff is falling, that should tell you something.
or just using somebody else as a pawn in your whole scheme is crazy as well. And I say that because I've been in similar situations in the past myself, where it's like you bring somebody in on something you had going on, you thinking they helping you really get ahead, but really what they doing is putting their foot on your neck behind your back and you don't even know it. So
Exactly. That's the part was messing me up as well myself. You know what I'm saying?
I
Even
missed
though
out on so much paper. So
right, we all did,
much
but
paper.
you know what I'm saying? I'm glad God showed me certain things and and dreams don't lie. When I say dreams don't lie, dreams don't lie.
For real.
You know what
Cause
I'm saying?
the end of
So
the day you can't give up, no matter what.
no, couldn't give up, but I'm happy that, that it's been over, but people some people like, just like things like I had to, hold on for myself. Nobody could hold me on for me. I had to do it for myself. And that stuff was hard. Now that's the hard part. Now you got people or like the enemy or the devil, whatever, come to you somehow. Do this. You gonna get this. No, stay away. God told me no. So that's what I'm saying. Follow God's rules, not the devil's rules.
Thank you, A-Town. I appreciate you for your time, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Signing out.